Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and analyze a game against a 599 vs a 652 player. And I hope you enjoy watching the analysis. So white moved the pawn to a4, and again, that's a really good opening move because it controls the center. And then black responds with e5. Good. It's a good opening move because again, it opens up lines for the bishop and the queen. Queen goes to f3, and again, this is not a good move. Ideally, in the opening, you want to get the knights and the bishops out. The queen should not be moved out so early, but the 599 player did that. Okay. Notice that the queen is also attacking the pawn on f7. Okay, black decides to move the bishop to e7. I think that this is passive. I really think that black should really get this knight out to c6, or maybe move the knight to f6. This bishop move, it does get the bishop out, but I just think it's a little bit passive. Okay. So white moves the bishop to c4. Notice the queen and the bishop are attacking this pawn, and he's threatening scholar's mate, and that's a 4-move checkmate. Black decides to move king to f8, and this is a really, really big mistake because white can just do checkmate. Now this is funny because again, white's best move now is to take the pawn with the queen, and that would be checkmate. However, white decided to move a pawn instead. So when you're first starting out in chess, or like when you're playing chess, you need to pay attention to what you can capture. Can you safely capture a piece? Obviously, white wasn't paying attention that he can just safely take the pawn. Instead, he moved the pawn to h4. So again, the best move would be checkmate. But moving forward, he went h4. I don't really know why he did that, but okay. Again, so black moves the pawn to d6. It opens up lines for this bishop, but again, it's just a horrible move. He really needs to stop the checkmate right now. So I am thinking that maybe the queen can go to e8 to stop the checkmate, or maybe the knight can go here. But really, this is just not a really good move. So before each move, you gotta ask if what is can my opponent safely capture a piece, right? So again, and then this is really, I have to say this is kind of it's kind of funny. So white took the f7 pawn with the bishop, and he should have really just taken it with the queen because that would be checkmate. But the bishop just takes it. Okay, and let's see what black does. Black does move the he moves the knight out to f6, and I think that this is pretty good. It's a pretty good move, because it's crucial for black to get a piece on the F file, because for example, if he moved the pawn to a6, then he can maybe move this bishop out of the way, and then the queen would be checking the king. So it was good that black moved the knight to f6. Bishop goes back. I think this is a good move because the king was threatening to take it, so he moved there. Pretty good. Knight goes there. Not bad. And then let's see what he does. Okay, black moves the bishop here. It's attacking the queen. And it also develops the bishop too. Yeah, nice. Okay, so queen goes there. And then he takes it. And that is safe. Because if rook takes, then the knight can take it. Not bad. Pawn goes there. And then knight takes pawn. Okay. Queen goes there. Actually, you know what? Taking this pawn is actually a mistake. And the reason why is because right now the knight is protecting this bishop and the rook is attacking it. Once this knight moved and captured the pawn on e4, well, actually, whoa, I'm sorry about that. It's actually is a good move because even if the rook does take it, then the knight can just take the queen. So sorry about that. It seems pretty legit to me. Okay. So knight takes queen, the knight takes the pawn, it's attacking the queen. Queen goes there, and then the bishop goes here. Okay, so not bad. Bishop is protecting the knight, and then the queen goes there, it checks the king, and also, it also attacks the queen too, and then he moves the bishop. Okay, let's see what happens. Pawn goes there, it's attacking the knight, and then he goes here, and this is actually a mistake. Let's see what white does. No. Okay, so let's take a look at this position. This queen is pinning the bishop to the king right now, and you want to ask, okay, what am I attacking? And what is my opponent attacking? So this bishop right now, it's attacking this knight. And is it safe for this bishop to take the knight? Yes. And if you really think about it, the bishop can just take the knight for free. The bishop can't take the bishop because the queen is pinning the bishop to the king. So white moved here, but again, the best move would be bishop taking knight. Okay, but he goes there. Well, I mean, at least he moved the queen. You don't want to lose a queen for a knight. Okay, pawn goes there. I am not really too sure why he did this. I think to attack. I think it might be a little bit too early. I think, I don't know. I think maybe moving the pawn to d5. I like this move too because it gets another pawn in the center. But okay, pawn to e4. He takes it. Can we? Yeah, we can just take it. Not bad. Pawn goes there. Okay. Pawn goes up. Okay. I think again, I think in this position, I think that maybe moving the pawn to c6 and then moving the pawn to d5, that seems pretty reasonable to me because then this bishop can't, the bishop would be restricted, but he goes there. Okay, so pawn takes. Okay, so this it's a backward pawn. He goes there. Again, this is a mistake. Because notice this pawn is protecting this bishop, and once this pawn moved, then this pawn is no longer attacking this bishop. So when you're playing chess, you want to ask, if I move here, where is my opponent gonna move? Okay, so obviously moving this pawn here, big mistake. So the black knight just captures the bishop, and now the knight is attacking the rook and the bishop at the same time. Rook goes there, and then the knight just takes the bishop. So black is doing really well right now. Okay. Pawn goes there. I don't really know why. I think he really needs to get his knight out. Like, come on, you gotta get these knights out. Okay, but whatever. He moved the pawn here. He checks. Okay. And then the rook takes the knight. It seems like white is really desperate. I mean, this knight's really strong, but I mean, white's in a really difficult position because black has a much stronger army right now. Okay, but rook takes, pawn takes. Notice the queen should not take the pawn because of this bishop. Okay, knight goes there, and then knight goes there. Okay, and then the pawn goes there. White can actually do something crazy, and this is kind of crazy. This is what I notice. I don't know if it would work or not, but this is what comes to mind. The queen can this could maybe help. Is queen takes bishop, pawn takes queen, rook takes, and then the rook is checking the king. King has to get out, and then now this rook can just take the queen. White's still losing, but I don't know. Maybe white can try that. But anyway, white moved the pawn to f5. It's attacking the bishop and the knight. I don't really know why he did that, but okay. Bishop goes there. Okay, rook goes there. He's being really aggressive. Again, I really need white to get these knights and the bishops out. This is... If you leave your knights on... if you leave the knights on the back row, they're not doing anything. You gotta get them out. Okay, rook goes to h5. It's attacking this bishop. Bishop goes here. Again, white could try to... if he wants to mix things up, he could try to take this bishop. And then again, pawn takes, and then rook takes rook. And then once this king gets out, then the rook can just take the queen. But okay. So rook goes here. Okay, bishop goes there. Okay. Okay, yep, you want to pay attention. The bishop can safely take the queen, so you have to move it. Okay, not bad. It's attacking the knight. Okay. Black is being too aggressive right now. Again, you want to ask, if I move here, where is my opponent going to deal? Because again, the queen is also attacking this bishop, but look, it's not safe for the queen to take this bishop. Once this pawn moves up 2 spaces, look, now the pawn is not even protecting the bishop anymore. And then white decides to take the knight. So this is a mistake. I think white, no, I think that black should really move the queen. And I think this queen should go to f6 to get the queen out, and it also protects the knight. That's what I would probably do right now. But he's just being aggressive. Like, hey, the queen wants to get out. Look at these pieces. They're not doing anything. But okay. Queen takes knight. Okay, so we have a check. And then let's see what happens. Okay, so the bishop goes here. Interesting. The bishop's attacking the queen. And the rook is on the same diagonal as the queen. What happens? Queen goes here. Hey, let's save... How can we save this rook right now? So the queen goes here, but the bishop can just safely just take the rook right now. Right? So, again, I would probably move my rook over here because now it is pinning the bishop right now. I think this would be a lot better because this rook is still saved. Okay, so you gotta just make sure, like, just remember that is pinning pieces can really help you in the game. Okay, so again, I would go rook to f5, but instead he went queen to e4. Okay, and then he just lost the rook. Okay, queen goes there. Check. Okay, good. And then the knight finally moved out. Okay. Rook goes there. So this is a really good move. Notice again the queen is attacking the rook, and then the black rook needs to move. This is a really good move because black is threatening checkmate. No, the knight can't take it because the queen is pinning the knight to the king. So the queen took this pawn, and then black decides to do move the rook here, and then that's a checkmate. It is really dangerous to have pinned pieces. So I think that in this position, I would probably maybe, I mean, this is still a really difficult position. But I see that the computer says it's a mate in 6 right now. So white can't get out of checkmate, but I think maybe to stall the checkmate, I think that maybe the white king can go to g1, so this knight is no longer pinned, but white is already lost. But anyway, I thought this was a really nice checkmate, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Again, if you're under 800, then you need to ask questions such as, if I move here, where is my opponent gonna do? Also pay attention to the captures. You can also pay attention to what your opponent can safely capture too. And pin pieces. Think about that during the game too. If you like watching my video, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.